Have you ever dreamt of living in a palace, wearing expensive jewelry and gorgeous dresses, having servants and being admired by millions of people? Have you ever dreamt of being the queen? Consider reigning to be the matter of women. Can they really manage the whole country and win the place in the history? The answer will be yes. If we turn to the British women monarchs. There were 48 monarchs on the British throne. 8 of them were women, more than in any other country. All the British queens became the participants of the historical events, having great influence on the development of the history of Albion. All English queens demonstrated their fairness and political prudence of their periods. Matilda had the first experience and nobody wanted to obey her. On the 8th of April in 1141, in Winchester, Matilda was recognized as Queen of England. Strong, cunning, and persistent, she wasn't even crowned and left the throne for her son. She was titled the Lady of the English. She worked extensively with the Church, founding a number of monasteries, and was the crowned Queen of England from 10 to 19 July 1553, reigned for 9 days. Of her uncle's shames, proud and beautiful, she spent her last days in the Tower and had an excellent humanist education and a reputation as one of the most learned young women of her day. Mary I, or Bloody Mary, became the Queen of England and Ireland from July 1553 until her death in 1558. She was named Bloody because her English colonies were settled in the Irish Midlands. Queen's and King's counties, now counties Lois and Offaly, were founded, and their plantation began. Their principal towns were respectively named Maryborough, now Port Lois, and Philipstown. Elizabeth I was Queen of England and Ireland from 1558 until her death in 1603, sometimes called the Virgin Queen, Gloriana, or Good Queen Bess. The childless Elizabeth was the last monarch of the Tudor to maintain the diplomatic relations with the Tsardom of Russia. She was very close to her folk and made her country prosperous and important. Her famous saying speak for itself. I know I have the body of a weak and feeble woman, but I have the heart and stomach of a Queen Mary II of England was a joint monarch of England, Scotland, and Ireland with her husband William III from 1689 until her death in 1694. She was a good helper to her husband and skillfully ruled the country when her husband was engaged in military campaigns abroad. Anne became Queen of England, Scotland, and Ireland in 1702. She continued to reign until her death in 1712 years and marked her period by uniting England and Scotland. It was during Anne's reign that the United Kingdom of Great Britain was created by the Union of England and Scotland. The political and diplomatic achievements of Anne's governments and the absence of constitutional conflict between monarchs and parliament during her reign indicate that she chose ministers and exercised her prerogatives. Victoria was Queen of the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Ireland from 1837 until her death in 1901. Queen Victoria was she made the country rich and prosperous. Britain became a strong empire with a development, and the whole epoch are connected with her famous name. She became a national icon who was identified with strict standards of personal morality. With a reign of 63 years, 7 months, and 2 days, Victoria was the longest reigning British monarch and the longest reigning. Has been Queen of the United Kingdom, Canada, Australia, and New Zealand since 6 February. She is also head of the Commonwealth and the Queen of 12 countries that have become independent since her accession. The grandmother of the whole British nation, the most beloved, smart and polite, strong and clever, unique and really national queen, as people truly name her, our Granny. They were the queen in different epochs. We are truly convinced that all these great women deserve the words of the British hymn, God Saves the Queen.